Rams at the top of some of the latest power rankings. Former teammate Golden Tate is also making the case that Stafford would have been just as, if not more successful than Aaron Rodgers if the start of his careers were swapped. Shannon, do you believe Stafford would have been equally or more successful if he had played in Green Bay?
I don't believe that was a golden thought, Golden Tate. I disagree. I vehemently disagree with him. I'm not saying Stafford isn't talented. He's very talented.
I thought you loved him.
I do.
I thought you're driving the new bandwagon.
I'm Team Stafford.
Right? Yep. But
Rodgers is a step above.
I thought you were down on Aaron.
No. Skip. I'm down on the conversating. And see, no, you talk about, oh, it was over for him after the first game. See, I didn't overreact. But here's the thing, Skip. Rodgers is a three-time league MVP. Do we believe Stafford would have won 3 MVPs had he been in Green Bay?
I don't know.
I don't believe.
According to you, yes.
Stop.
Well, the way you talk about him.
Yes. Hold on, Skip. We make it seem like Matthew Stafford was. Hold on. What receiver Aaron Rodgers had was Megatron.
Well,
Davante Adams is good. Is he Megatron? Go on record and say right now he's better than Megatron.
Who's the best receiver in pro football right now? It is Davante Adams. Is not even close to me.
But is he better than Megatron?
Okay, well.
And that's what you had 7 years of, Megatron.
You had him 7 of your 9 years in Detroit.
Can you imagine if Aaron Rodgers had a Megatron for 7 years? How long he had Davante? I don't think he had him 7 years. So for me, Skip, look, I'm not taking anything away from Matthew Stafford. I think Matthew Stafford is immensely talented. But Aaron Rodgers had 1 top 5 scoring defense. And the year he had that, he won the Super Bowl. 6 times he's had a defense that ranked 20 or worse in scoring. Rodgers went 15-1 with the 32nd ranked defense in all of football.
Really?
Name the quarterback from Tom Brady. Tell me the quarterback in history that could go 15-1 with the 32nd ranked defense. Rodgers did it.
Then what happened?
They lost. Because at some point, Skip, you see what happens when your defense gives up 4, give up 6 drives, and they score on all the drives? Like Tom Brady. That's the GOAT. When your defense give up 6 consecutive drives of scoring points, even the GOAT can't bail you out. You see that? What happened in the Super Bowl? Even when the defense gives up 41 points, even the GOAT can't bail you out. That's what I've been trying to tell you for the longest.
And what I've been trying to tell you again and again and again on this show is Aaron Rodgers in the postseason is simply the most overhyped quarterback in the history of professional football, and it ain't even close. What exactly has he done in the postseason?
Super Bowl
I had to sit and listen to him yesterday on the McAfee
You saw
show,
that? You said,
you know, gloating about, well, I showed all those people who thought I didn't have the desire to play. I'm paraphrasing all of his quotes, but he said, I live for those moments. That's what I do. I want the ball in my hand at the end of games.
That's what you do.
I couldn't tell at the end of the Brady game last year at Lambeau. You finally got, well, there I go. Well,
he wanted his hand.
Why don't you go there?
Okay, Matt LaFleur took it out of his hand. He wanted his hand on 4th and 8.
Okay, could we see those plays?
Now, there you go.
Well, I mean, seriously, it's 1st and goal at the 8, right?
Skip.
1st and goal at the 8.
Oh my goodness.
There it is. We still have it. Where was that? To Lazard, he missed him by 8 yards, and then he's got. Oh, wait, he forces it up high to Davante and airmailed, and then you said he should have run here, and instead he forces it across his body back to a double-covered Davante at the goal line, and it's got 0 chance. And his young coach said, I have seen enough of this. That's choke artistry right there.
Skip.
So that's the guy who 37 seconds left on Sunday Night Football. Yeah, I saw it in the regular season, but in the post, I'm saying he's now 1-4. Seriously, 1-4 in championship games, NFC championship games. And the one that he won, Caleb Haney was playing the second half at Chicago for the Bears. And Aaron in the second half threw for a grand total of 88 yards and threw a big pick that almost lost the game.
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question.
How
many championship games have Matthew Stafford been in?
Okay, well, that's a great question because he's 0-3 in the postseason.
Yeah, but championship.
He obviously didn't get close.
What about Super Bowl?
Okay, well, obviously he's 0-3, so he didn't even get out of the blocks in the postseason, and his record in Detroit was 74-90-1. So he won 74, lost 90, and with 1 tie. Okay, but everybody tells me he might be the best thrower of the football in pro football. That's what Bruce Arians seems to suggest every time he talks about Matthew Stafford. I don't hear Bruce Arians talk about Aaron Rodgers the way he rhapsodizes about Matthew Stafford.
They know to talk about.
Okay, so help me out here. So 1-4 in championship games, and since he had that one hot playoff run as a wild card road team.
Yeah.
Wild card road team. They won 4 straight games and won the Super Bowl. It was 10 years ago.
Okay.
Since then, he's 7-8 in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is. And the 7...
with 3 MVPs.
Yeah, but the 7 are all flawed victories because, remember, he beat Joe Webb, a receiver playing quarterback for the Vikings. Then Dez caught it, obviously, and he overcame that. But Dez obviously caught it.
Here's the thing,
got robbed.
Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Okay.
What about the Kirk Cousins game? It's pretty easy, right? What about the Odell boat trip game back up at Lambeau?
But Skip, you make it seem
what about Mason Crossbar saving him with 2 intergalactic field goals?
Hold on.
What about the banged up Rams? You're gushing about the Rams now. Do you remember them at Lambeau last year? Aaron Donald was a shell of himself with cracked ribs, and Jared Goff had a pin in his thumb.
But you told me field goal, say you don't like kickers, but since they're part of the game, okay. So what are we gonna do about Adam Vinatieri? And all the times, and Gostkowski, all the times that they saved Tom Brady, are we gonna do anything about that?
I just showed you 6 out of his 7 wins since the Super Bowl are tainted. They're flawed.
How?
They're debatable. Like, how did he pull that off? That was lucky.
You got to beat Taylor Heineke. Is that flawed?
Last year?
Yeah.
Talking about? Well, then he won at Drew Brees. Is that flawed? He won at Aaron Rodgers. Is that flawed? He beat Patrick Mahomes. Is that flawed?
Hold on. He went to the Super Bowl and beat Ben Roethlisberger. Is that flawed?
No, I give you one. But it was long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
This is what we know. Obviously, Rodgers came in the league before, but they played about the same number of years because when he became a starter, I think it was a year before Matthew Stafford.
Well, who's to say if you gave Matt Stafford what he has had, and he's had some really good receivers there, and he's had that other little Aaron, that little running back who can really catch it and run it, right?
Rodgers has 127 more touchdowns with 54 fewer interceptions.
Okay, well, I got it, but again, Matt's been stuck in the wilderness in Detroit for a sad sack organization, dysfunctional Lions, right?
I believe Matthew Stafford would be good, but I don't believe he'd have been Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Golden Tate, I have high respect for Golden Tate.
You have high respect for him because he's criticizing, because he's basically saying what Aaron Rodgers is doing, anybody could have done, Matthew Stafford could have done it. That's why you like Golden Tate.
Well, not anybody. He's saying Matthew Stafford's just more gifted than Aaron Rodgers.
I don't believe that.
Okay, well, you've been trying to force it down my throat all week. Matthew Stafford for MVP.
Yes.
Right?
Skip, that's a whole different argument. I'm not arguing that, but when it's all said and done now, are you counting number 12 out in Green Bay for the MVP? Are you saying he's done?
I don't know. That first night, he looked pretty done to me.
Well, all I know is
I think his MVP case got shot the first night. The first day.
It's one game. They got 14 more games to play.
It was horrendous. How about last year at Tampa? How did he overcome that one? 38-3?
And threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
He had 4 all year.
Huh.
So he had the next 11, 12 games.
He almost threw 2 pick sixes.
And guess what? And he still only threw 2 more interceptions the whole year with 48. How many touchdowns? 48? 48 and 4?
Is it Matt Stafford today or Aaron Rodgers? Who is it?
The debate is, could Matthew Stafford have done what Aaron Rodgers did in Green Bay?
In the postseason,
no.
he well might have. He might have done more than this.
How do we know that Matthew Stafford's going to get to the postseason?
Well, you just told me they're the Super Bowl favorite. Right?
He demands in a different location.
I'm just happy he's having a shot to show it off.
You think Mike McCarthy's a better head coach than Sean McVay?
No.
Okay.
Why would you ask me that?
Oh, God. That's who Aaron Rodgers' coach was. So imagine if Aaron Rodgers had Sean McVay all them years.
Dragged him all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Different day, guys. Did Russell Westbrook throw some shade at the Clippers? We've got an interesting story.
Stop.